So here we are in the third part of the Nintendo Entertainment System version of Silent Service playthrough. And you can see the third scrap ship up there on the upper right. And the training sub is moving into position. I'm basically killing time here because I decided to include the entire scenario. And so I'm going through the gauges, looking at everything. And ultimately, there's not a lot new here. Still waiting for the sub to move into a position where it can sink that scrap ship. In the meantime, I'll ascend to periscope depth. And it takes a while. Because as I said in the previous videos, the timescale of this is much closer to real life than the DOS version. So I'm getting ready to turn right here. I slow the sub down first, the 2 knots. Right rudder, finally. And we'll see if this lines up correctly. I may have actually turned a little too late there. I am very, very close to the target. Maybe unrealistically close, because in a real, quote, real scenario, I would be easy to detect at this range. Well, it seems pretty much lined up, so we'll try the scope. It looks lined up, so we fire a torpedo here and see what happens. Scope down and watch it on the map and listen. Looks as if I actually fired 2 there, actually, which makes it more likely that that ship is going down. Yep, two torpedoes on that one. It wasn't enough. Look at that. Spoke too soon, so fire a 3rd one. And a 4th one from the look of it. For some reason I'm shooting torpedoes in pairs here. Take a look on the scope. Yeah, now the Hulk is finally going down. And that leaves one more scrap ship, one more Hulk, before we're done here. And there it is. It's already in visual range. So, we'll slow down the sub again and then head up that way. So my gauges look alright. I've got 2 torpedoes left, not counting ones that can be loaded into the tubes while I'm waiting. Waiting to get into position. I kept the sub running slowly for a little bit to conserve the battery, but it really wasn't necessary, so I upped the speed then to 5 knots. My sense is that you get far less battery power in silent service than you would get in real life, because I know for a fact that these submarines commonly could run all day on 1 battery charge. They couldn't run at full speed, but they could run. Here I was trying to put a little bit of distance between the sub and the target because I didn't want to overshoot the target and have it sink on my sub. Although I haven't been able to figure out if that's actually possible in the original silent service, whether it's really that realistic. I've come very close to that a few times. So, still creeping along here. This is taking a long time, regrettably. Maybe it's realistic, but it's basically using up my video time here. I have less than 2 minutes left, so this will have to go into a 4th part. So, right rudder there. So then check this periscope, and pretty close to inline. There's a little bit of an adjustment there. And we're out of time. We'll see the final torpedoing in the 4th and final part.